A silver blur screams past at 540 miles per hour. No propeller plane can touch it. The Me-262 jet is 120 mph faster than anything in the sky. German pilots call it invincible. One American pilot proves them wrong. October 7, 1944. He shoots down 2 jets. In 3 minutes, no one believes him for 39 years. The Messerschmitt Me-262 is not just a plane. It's a weapon from the future. Twin-jet engines push it to 540 meters, 120 faster than any Allied fighter. 4 30mm cannons swept wings. No warning before it attacks. A B-17 bomber crew sees only a flash of silver. Then their wing explodes. Before escorts can react, the jet is gone. American fighter pilots are helpless. The P-51 Mustang tops out at 430 mph. Chasing a Me-262 is like chasing lightning on a bicycle. Intelligence reports terrify command. Over 1,400 Me-262s are in production. If deployed in numbers, daylight bombing ends. The entire air war collapses. Allied strategy depends on one hope. Jets need long runways. They burn specialized fuel. Their engines fail constantly. During takeoff or landing, they're vulnerable. So the grim order goes out. Patrol German airfields. Wait for jets to land. Shoot them when they're slow. It works. But it feels like ambush, not combat. One pilot thinks there's another way. His name is Urban Drew. Everyone calls him Ben. 24 years old. Born in Detroit. Raised by his schoolteacher mother after his father died when he was 3. 3 months after Pearl Harbor, he joined the Army Air Forces at 18. Now he flies a P-51D named Detroit Miss, Yellow Nose 361st Fighter Group, 75 combat missions. Drew doesn't look like a killer. He looks like someone still thinking. During briefings, he sketches in a notebook. Arrows, numbers. Angles. His flight logs are strange. He returns with ammunition spent, fuel burned low, and kills no one can confirm. No witnesses, no gun camera footage. Some pilots admire it. Others think he's lying. Drew doesn't care. He's studying the Me-262 like an engineering problem. Speed, weight, thrust weakness. Everyone says jets are unkillable in the air. Drew disagrees. Jets are fast in straight lines, but they struggle in turns. Their engines spool slowly. Aggressive throttle causes flameouts. German pilots get overconfident. They expect propeller planes to run, to hide, to wait helplessly below. Drew thinks, what if you don't run? What if you use the one thing a Mustang has that a jet doesn't? Altitude trades for speed. Gravity is free energy. And the Me-262 can accelerate while climbing as fast as a Mustang can dive. The math works. Drew just needs one chance to prove it. October 7th, 1944 morning. Mission bomber escort to targets near Hamm, Germany. Drew leads blue flight at 26,000 feet. The sky is crystal clear. Visibility unlimited. Then the radio crackles. Bandits. Jets. 3 o'clock high. 2 silver Me-262s slice through the bomber formation. Cannons flash. A B-17 trails smoke. The jets pull up and away, slash attack, climb, extend, disappear. Standard tactic. Drew's wingman, Second Lieutenant Robert McCandless, calls out, "We'll never catch them." Drew doesn't answer. He pushes the throttle to war emergency power. The Merlin engine screams. He noses up and not toward the jets above them. He climbs to 29,000 feet, 1,000 feet higher than the accelerating Me-262s. The German pilots see him, they're not worried. American fighters always try to climb. Jets outclimb them every time. But Drew isn't trying to outclimb them. He's positioning. The jets level out at 28,000 feet, beginning their acceleration run. In 10 seconds, they'll be untouchable. Drew rolls inverted, points his nose down, and dives. Gravity pulls the Mustang like a stone. 400 mph, 460 mph. Faster than a P-51 should ever fly. The wings scream, the airframe shudders. But it holds. He's not diving vertically. He's diving at an angle, a calculated intercept, trading altitude for speed. The lead Me-262 pilot glances back, sees the Mustang, still not concerned. He's faster. But Drew isn't behind him, he's above, closing at a combined speed of over 650 mph. For exactly 3 seconds, their flight paths converge. Drew's thumb finds the trigger. 650 caliber machine guns erupt. Tracer rounds walk across the Me-262's fuselage. Pieces explode off the wing root. Hydraulic fluid sprays silver in the sunlight. The German tries to accelerate. One engine flames out, then the other. The Me-262 enters a flat spin, tumbling, falling, gone. Drew pulls out of the dive. G-forces crush him into his seat. Vision tunnels to a pinpoint. Then clears one jet down, one remains. The second Me-262 pilot saw everything. He brakes hard left. Full throttle running. But he makes a fatal mistake. He turns. Jets hate turning. It bleeds their only advantage, speed. The engines struggle to maintain power through high G maneuvers. Drew doesn't chase, he cuts the corner. High-speed geometry. The Me-262 is still faster, but in a turn, speed matters less than angle. Drew pulls lead, not aiming where the jet is. Where it will be. Another burst, 2 seconds, 50 rounds. The Me-262's right engine explodes. White-hot fragments shower into the sky. The jet snap rolls out of control. The canopy blows, the pilot ejects. His parachute opens, he'll survive. As a prisoner, Drew doesn't watch. He scans for threats, climbs back to the bombers. McCandless's voice comes through the radio. Shaking. What? What did you just do? Drew touches down at RAF Little Walden. Ground crews count his ammunition. Nearly empty. They check the gun camera. Jammed. McCandless's plane is missing. Shot down by flak during the engagement. His wingman now a prisoner himself. No camera evidence, no witnesses. Just Drew's word. The operations officer listens to his report. 2 Me-262s destroyed air-to-air combat. The officer's face is stone. Lieutenant, Me-262s cannot be engaged in the air. I engaged them, without witnesses. Without camera evidence, I cannot confirm your kills. Drew files his report anyway. 2 probables, he knows what he did. Somewhere in Germany, 2 pilots know it too. But officially, it never happened. If you want to keep finding stories like this, victories without witnesses, heroes the history books forgot, subscribe. There are more where this came from. The military file stays closed for 39 years. Then an Air Force clerk processing old records notices the claim. 2 Me-262s, same mission. No confirmation. She contacts a German military historian. The Luftwaffe records showed jet losses on October 7, 1944. They do. 2 Me-262s. Jagdgeschwader 7 both lost near Ham. Both to American fighters. The historian reaches out to former Luftwaffe pilots. One responds, Georg Peter Ader. He was supposed to lead that mission, but mechanical problems grounded him. He watched from the airfield. He saw a yellow-nosed P-51 dive from altitude. Saw it engage 2 jets, watched both fall. He remembered thinking it was impossible. But he watched it happen, May 12, 1983. Dover Air Force Base, Delaware. Urban Drew, age 59, stands at attention, his wife beside him. The Secretary of the Air Force reads the citation. For extraordinary heroism, Lieutenant Drew became the first Allied pilot to shoot down 2 Me-262 aircraft in air-to-air combat. Drew accepts the Air Force Cross quietly. No speech, just a nod. A reporter asks how it felt to wait 39 years for recognition. I knew what I did, Drew says. The jets knew. The recognition doesn't change that. He pauses. Those German pilots were good. They were brave. They flew the most advanced fighter in the world. Another pause. And for 3 minutes on October 7, 1944, I was better. Urban Drew died April 3, 2013. Age 89, quiet funeral. Small obituary. But 26,000 feet over Germany, on a crystal clear October morning, a propeller plane once hunted the future itself, and won twice.